All right, guys, got some exciting news. I'm sure everyone's been talking about it. We might have Mikey Garcia versus Danny Garcia, Battle of the Garcias, Battle of the Counterpunchers. It's not a bad fight, actually, stylistically. I think it really just depends on how much of a beating psychologically and physically did Mikey take versus Earl Spence. Um, that's really what it comes down to. Mikey didn't look terrible at the weight. Um, his performance was bad, but that's because of how good Spence is, and maybe him not developing his body. Not building it up quickly enough, or not quickly enough, but rightly into the 147-pound fight. But his body should be more acclimated to the division. Um, it's a good fight. Um, it's slated possibly late August. I think August 30th or 31st has kind of been thrown out there. It could potentially be on pay per view, Fox pay per view. Only issue with that is that Mikey's coming off a bad loss versus Earl Spence. And Danny Garcia, though he had a spectacular performance over Adrian Granados, first person to stop him. I'm not sure if it's a pay per view fight. I think it's a good fight. I don't know if it's a pay per view fight, but I don't know because Earl Spence and Sean Porter's not on pay per view, which I kind of get, but um, because at least, but that's a unification. But I don't know. Danny Garcia has a name in the sport. Mikey has a name in the sport. Supposedly, it might be in the Staples Center, so that's a good venue. It'll probably be a pro Mikey crowd. So, but that's got some history. You got a Mexican American in Mikey versus a Puerto Rican American in Danny. So, historically, they've put out good fights in the past. Cotto Margarito fights, Camacho De La Hoya. Tito Trinidad De La Hoya, Tito Vargas. Um, so we've a lot of good rivalries between Mexico, Puerto Rico. Canelo Cotto, that was a fun fight. So, um, we'll just have to wait and see. It's not official yet, but it looks like, according to Mike Coppinger, it's kind of like the unofficial spokesperson for breaking big news for PBC affiliated fights. And he's done a really good job, so shout out to him, Mike Coppinger. Um, but it sounds like they're getting pretty solid in the deal. But like I said, it's not a bad fight. Battle of the counterpunchers. Skill for skill, I probably favor Mikey. But, size wise, you got to go with Danny. But I think they do have the same reach. I think Danny's 5'8" with a 68-inch reach, and Mikey is 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. So, and I would say Mikey's probably the better boxer of the two. But like I said, I think it's more of just mentally and physically. Is Mikey mentally back? From the 12-round schooling that he got from Earl Spence. Did he take not too much punishment from Spence, which I don't think he did too much. I think he got outboxed. I don't think he really got beat up until really about rounds like 7 through 10. I think that's where Earl really tried to go for the knockout. But I think the first 6 rounds and the last couple of rounds, Earl just really just boxed him. Um, and he's had enough time. It's what they fought in March, so April. It's May right now. The fight would be in August, so you got most of August, most of July. You can still recover all of May. Probably do some light training in June, and then maybe July, early July, probably start getting the fight camp started. So that's a good amount of time to rest up, acclimate. But it's a good fight. Like I said, battle of the counterpunchers. Um, Danny Garcia got a chin; he can crack. Mikey showed a good beard, fighting Earl Spence. Um, Although you could argue that's mostly because he shelled up for most of the fight, but hey, to each his own. But it's not a bad fight. Kind of shocked that it's happening a little bit. I thought Mikey would go down to 140, but seems pretty content, staying at 147. I'm not sure what happens after it. Even if Mikey does beat Danny, would he try to get the Thurman Pacquiao winner, maybe? or I can't see him going for an Earl Spence rematch. That wouldn't make sense. Don't see him fighting Crawford. That wouldn't make sense. So um, maybe Sean Porter if Sean Porter pulls off the upset, or Pacquiao Thurman. Maybe take on that winner because they would have a belt. So if Porter beats Spence, maybe he goes after Porter. If Thurman Pacquiao winner, especially if it's Pacquiao, I think Mikey would go for it. Even if it's Thurman, he might go for it. Um, Same thing if Danny. If Danny beats him, maybe he'll go for the Sean Earl winner, or go after the Keith Pacquiao winner, which is equally just probably more likely. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Al Heyman, man, dude is killing it. They, I like that it is on Fox. Fox done. I'm not too crazy about their commentary. Actually, most commentary in boxing have been pretty atrocious this year, to be honest, amongst all platforms. It's not just Fox, it's The Zone, ESPN. They've all been bad as far as I'm concerned. But Fox and the way they built up Earl versus Mikey, good production with Adrian Broner and Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao Thurman will do good numbers. Danny versus Mikey, I think they could do good numbers too. So um, it's not a bad pay-per-view. It'd be late in the summer, so right before football season starts, right before school starts. So it won't be too bad. Stylistically, like I said, it's not a bad fight. Like I said, I think it really just depends, Mikey, where his head's at. But if he can get over the Earl Spence fight, then this could be a real banger. I like both fighters. I respect both fighters. I like both fighters. So got to give Mikey credit though for sticking around at 147. Most people thought he would just tuck his tail and go back to 140 or even 135. But I give him brownie points for commitment, man. Dude is he's definitely got good character. I'm glad he's in the sport. I give him a fighting chance versus Danny. That'll be a tough fight to break down, just because their styles kind of mirror each other. So it's easier to break down like a Hurd versus J Rock, just because their styles clash, instantly. But when you got fighters that kind of fight similar-ish to each other, that's a tougher breakdown. So, but if it happens, it's a good fight. Pay-per-view, I don't know. If it happens, I'll definitely watch the fight. So, let me know what you guys think. If do you think it's a pay-per-view worthy fight? Would you buy it? Do you think it'll be the $70, or do you think it'll be like 50 or something like that? Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. If Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, should that go down? Like I said, I think August, late August. So, wow. So you'll have July, end of July, Pacquiao Thurman. End of August, you'll get Garcia, and then early September, Spence Porter. So give it to Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman, PBC, they had a slow start, but they are coming strong in terms of their summer fights. So give it to them, man. They're killing it so far in the summer package. If that fight really goes down, so a lot of good boxing going on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Garcia versus Garcia. Do you think Mikey is over the loss? Can he come back? Can he beat Danny? Do you think Danny will be too much? Is he the superior counterpuncher? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's pay-per-view? Drop comments, predictions, like, subscribe, and stay tuned, guys.